Ms. Hampson, I want us to clear up the ridiculous assertion that gun dealers' licenses are revoked over minor clerical errors or typos. Isn't it true that clerical errors can often be serious problems that cause guns to fall into a criminal's hands, and that a typo could be an attempt to falsify business records?
That is true. And as you noted, when discussing the zero tolerance policy, there are 5 enumerated actions that will qualify, and it would be something like falsifying a record, which you cannot do accidentally. You can't, by a typo, falsify a record. It has to be a willful and deliberate violation.
Like, for example, it could include not running a background check on a purchaser when legally required to, or include selling that firearm to a violent felon, correct?
Correct.
Is it fair to say, then, that clerical errors includes very dangerous situations where firearm dealers shirk their duties and sell guns to criminals?
That's not only true, but they're not clerical errors when you look at what they actually are. These are deliberate and willful wrongdoings.
One such group of criminals that I'm concerned about getting their hands on guns are domestic abusers. Every month, an average of 70 women are shot and killed by an intimate partner. That's more than 2 per day in the United States. Yet today we sit here so gun lobby lackeys can try to block background checks that would prevent these abusers from getting guns in the first place. We're here so Republicans can protect gun traffickers who skirt the rules and let guns fall into criminal hands. To pretend that non-compliant dealers are the victims, and we are losing thousands of our mothers, sisters, and daughters to abusers who get their hands on guns, sure seems like that's why we're really here. Ms. Sampson, how much more is an abused woman likely to die if her male abuser has a gun?
The exact statistic just left my mind, but I believe it's 4 times.
I think it's 5 times.
5 times
actually.
as likely. Yes.
And why is that?
It's because having a firearm in that situation makes it more likely for it to escalate quickly. And contrary to some of the statements around it being an equalizer for women, even if a woman has a firearm, she can quickly be disarmed and that gun can be turned against her.
Right, and yet I've heard my Republican colleagues say that the solution to this is for women to have guns too. Tell me, Ms. Sampson, does a woman having a gun in the home make her safer against an intimate partner?
Absolutely not.
In general, isn't it true that adding more guns to a violent situation actually increases fatality rates?
That's correct.
Before I yield back, I want to make it clear that we have far too many loopholes in our system.